6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 8 more Kashmiri youths today. The Information Minister has urged the European Union to play a proactive role on the Kashmir issue and take notice of the plight of the Kashmiris. The Minister for Hajj, Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony has assured that better facilities will be provided to the Hajj pilgrims this year. The State Bank says around 8 billion rupees have so far been donated for the Prime Minister and Chief Justice of Pakistan's the Amir Pasha and Maman Dams Fund. The European Union leaders have approved withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. And now the news in detail. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 8 more Kashmiri youths in South Kashmir today, raising the death toll to 18 in the past 3 days. 6 youths were killed by the troops during cordon and search operations and firing on protesters at Batagund in Kapran area of Shupanya district. Bodies of the youth were recovered from the debris this morning in a house destroyed by the troops during the operation. Another youth identified as 10th class student Noman Ashraf Bhatt was killed in the troops firing on the people protesting against the killings. The firing left many protesters injured, including a 5-year-old little girl. At least 15 critically injured were admitted to different hospitals in Shupanya, Kulgam and Srinagar. The troops killed 1 more youth in Khru area of Pulwama district. The authorities suspended internet services in South Kashmir. In the meantime, an Indian army man was killed and another was injured in an attack in Kapran area of Shupanya district. Thousands of people participating in funeral prayers of the martyred youth in different areas of the territory took to the streets. Meanwhile, the Joint Resistance Leadership, in a statement issued in Srinagar today, called for a complete shutdown across the territory tomorrow to condemn the fresh spree of killings. The leadership deplored that India had no compunction in allowing such inhumanity to continue by giving unbridled powers to its forces in Kashmir. The Minister for Kashmir Affairs, Ali Amin Khan Gandapur, has strongly condemned the fresh wave of martyrdom of innocent Kashmiris in occupied Kashmir by the Indian troops. Condemning today's killing in Shupanya, the minister in a statement asked for the resolution of the issue in accordance with the United Nations Security Council resolutions. The minister said Pakistan believes in peaceful neighborhood, but everyone knows that India rejected the offer of talks. He said India should come to the negotiating table for peacefully resolving all bilateral disputes. The Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry says opening of Kartarpur border is a big peace initiative taken by Pakistan. He was addressing the 4th edition of Human Rights through Cinematography Film Festival at Pakistan National Council of the Arts in Islamabad today. The Information Minister said human rights are all about understanding each other's rights. He urged the European Union to play a proactive role on the Kashmir issue and take notice of the way Kashmiris are being mistreated. The minister lauded the European Union's role in promoting human rights in Pakistan. Talking about the festival, Fawad Chaudhry said more than 20 movies will be screened on human rights issues, and this event will provide a platform to achieve the goal of peace. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has welcomed India's decision to send its 2 ministers to attend the groundbreaking of Kartarpur corridor, terming it a positive response to Pakistan's move. He expressed these views while talking to APP during his visit to the stall of the Indian High Commission at the Pakistan Foreign Office Women's Association Charity Bazaar in Islamabad. The foreign minister said India has responded well to Pakistan's initiative in its bid to bring the Sikh community closer. Renowned cricketer and Minister of Indian Punjab Navjot Singh Sindhu has said the announcement of Kartarpur border opening is like getting everything in one go. In an exclusive interview with the Pakistani television channel, Navjot Singh Sindhu said his biggest wish has now come true and he's very thankful to the Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. He said he will definitely visit Pakistan for the groundbreaking of the border corridor, as it is a big honor for him. The former Indian cricketer said hostilities between the two neighboring countries should end and they should live together in peace and harmony. The 549th birth anniversary celebrations of the founder of the Sikh religion, Baba Guru Nanak, is in progress at Gurdwara Panja Sahib Hassan Abdal. Thousands of Sikh Yatris, including 3,300 from India, are participating in the celebrations. Sikh Yatris will also visit Lahore tomorrow and Rohri on Wednesday. The government has provided adequate facilities to the Sikh Yatris to enable them to perform their religious rituals. They are being provided free meals, conveyance, and medication. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistanis in the country as well as from across the world have so far donated 7.97 billion rupees for the Prime Minister and Chief Justice of Pakistan, Diamid Bhasha and Maman Dams Fund. According to an update issued by the State Bank of Pakistan, the countrywide contributions to the fund stood at 7.09 billion rupees, while the remaining 880.23 million rupees were contributed by expatriate Pakistanis. Human Resources Committee of the World Bank Board has elected Pakistan's Executive Director Shahid Ashraf Tarar as its chairman for a period of 2 years. This follows Shahid Ashraf Tarar's recent election by 7 countries comprising Pakistan's constituency to represent them at the World Bank Board as their executive director. A statement issued by the Ministry of Finance says that the election of Shahid Ashraf Tarar as the chairman of the Human Resource Committee is recognition of Pakistan's close collaboration with the World Bank. The European Union leaders have approved withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. The 27 leaders gave approval to the agreement after less than an hour's discussion in Brussels. The deal needs to be approved by the British Parliament. In Syria, 9 people have been killed in shelling by the government forces, whereas over 100 wounded in a suspected toxic gas attack in Aleppo. The shells caused dozens of people breathing problems. Russia accused insurgents of bombarding Aleppo with shells filled with chlorine gas. A health official described the attack as the first such assault in the city. The Syrian government has urged the United Nations to take action after a suspected gas attack in Aleppo. And now news about sports. We begin with cricket. On the second day of the second cricket test match at Dubai against Pakistan, New Zealand in the first innings were 24 runs for the loss of no wicket at stumps today. Earlier, Pakistan declared the first innings at 418 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. New Zealand lead the series 1-0. Pakistan's Hassan Hadi Khan has won the Prince Youth Scrabble Championship 2018 played in Bangkok. Last year, Hassan's brother Hamad Hadi Khan had won the championship in Kuala Lumpur. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, very cold weather conditions are expected in northern areas of the country. To end the news, here once again are some of the headlines. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 8 more Kashmiri youths today. The Information Minister has urged the European Union to play a proactive role on the Kashmir issue and take notice of the plight of the Kashmiris. The Minister for Hajj, Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony has assured better facilities would be provided to Hajj pilgrims this year. The State Bank says around 8 billion rupees have so far been donated for Prime Minister and Chief Justice of Pakistan's Diamid Bhasha and Maman Dams Fund. The European leaders have approved withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. Those were the headlines, and that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also log on to our website for live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.